After Kalyanpuri, Maya's next stand against darkness. In the Himalayas, where the jagged peaks kissed the sky and the wind whispered secrets of ancient times, lay the village of Chandrapur. A place of serene beauty and tranquil simplicity. It was a world unto itself, untouched by the tumult of the outside world. But beneath its peaceful facade lurked a darkness that threatened to shatter the fragile peace of the village. At the center of this unfolding tale stood Maya, a young woman whose spirit burned with an insatiable curiosity and a fierce determination to uncover the truth. With eyes that gleamed like sapphires in the sunlight, she was a beacon of hope in a world cloaked in shadows. It began with whispers carried on the wind, tales of travelers who ventured into the mountains and never returned. At first, the villagers dismissed the stories as nothing more than fanciful tales spun by weary travelers seeking shelter from the bitter cold. But as the disappearances continued, fear crept into the hearts of the villagers, casting a pall over their once peaceful existence. Maya, ever curious and unafraid, felt a stirring in her heart, a call to unravel the mystery that lay hidden among the snow-capped peaks. With each passing day, her resolve grew stronger, until she could no longer ignore the pull of destiny that beckoned her forth. Gathering a band of brave souls to accompany her, Maya set out on a journey into the heart of the mountains, where legends spoke of ancient spirits and forgotten gods. Among her companions were Alec, a skilled tracker whose keen eyes could pierce the darkest night, and Priya, a healer whose gentle touch brought solace to the weary soul. As they ventured deeper into the wilderness, the air grew colder, and the shadows grew longer, until the very air seemed to freeze around them. But Maya pressed on, her heart filled with a fierce determination to uncover the truth that lay hidden in the mountains. Their journey led them to a remote monastery, its walls weathered by centuries of wind and snow. But within its hallowed halls, they found only silence and emptiness, as if the very stones themselves held their breath in anticipation of some unseen terror. Determined to uncover the truth, Maya and her companions pressed on, following a trail of clues that led them ever closer to the heart of the mystery. Along the way, they encountered a hermit, a solitary figure who spoke in riddles and warned of the dangers that lay ahead. Undeterred, Maya and her companions pressed on, their hearts filled with a mixture of fear and excitement as they drew closer to the truth. But as they delved deeper into the secrets of the monastery, they soon realized that they were not alone. A darkness lurked within the ancient halls, a presence that whispered of forgotten sins and forbidden knowledge. And at its center stood a figure cloaked in shadow, its eyes burning with a hunger that could not be sated. The origin of the darkness that plagued the village of Chandrapur lay buried deep within the annals of time, obscured by layers of myth and legend. But as Maya and her companions delved deeper into the mysteries of the mountains, they uncovered fragments of a forgotten past, pieces of a puzzle that had long been scattered to the winds. Long ago, before the village of Chandrapur was even a whisper on the lips of the gods, there existed a powerful sorcerer known as Vrishaketu. Vrishaketu was a master of the arcane arts, wielding powers that bordered on the divine. But with great power came great ambition, and Vrishaketu hungered for more. Driven by a desire to unlock the secrets of immortality, Vrishaketu delved into forbidden realms of magic, delving deeper and deeper into the darkest recesses of his own soul. In his quest for eternal life, he made pacts with dark entities that dwelled beyond the veil of reality, trading his humanity for the promise of limitless power. But as Vrishakatu's power grew, so too did the darkness that consumed him. His once noble intentions twisted and warped by the corrupting influence of the forbidden arts. He became a tyrant, ruling over the land with an iron fist and a heart blackened by his own hubris. In his arrogance, Vrishakatu sought to extend his dominion over the entire world, unleashing unspeakable horrors upon those who dared to defy him. But even as his power reached its zenith, a group of brave warriors rose up against him, their hearts filled with righteous fury and their swords tempered by the fires of justice. Led by a young warrior named Arjun, the warriors waged a desperate battle against the forces of darkness that had been unleashed upon the land. For days they fought, their blood mingling with the soil as they clashed with the minions of Vrishakatu in a struggle that threatened to tear the very fabric of reality asunder. But in the end, it was not through force of arms that Vrishakatu was defeated, but through the sacrifice of one brave soul. In a final act of defiance, Arjun offered himself as a vessel for the ancient spirits that had been enslaved by Vrishakatu's dark magic, allowing them to channel their power through him and banish the sorcerer from the mortal realm forever. As Vrishakatu was cast into the depths of oblivion, his dark legacy lived on, twisting the very land itself and staining the souls of those who dwelled within its shadow. And so, centuries later, the village of Chandrapur found itself plagued by the echoes of a past long forgotten, as the darkness that had once consumed Vrishakatu threatened to engulf them all in its malevolent embrace. In the wake of Vrishakatu's defeat, the village of Chandrapur struggled to rebuild in the shadow of its dark legacy. The land bore the scars of the sorcerer's tyranny, withered crops and poisoned waters serving as grim reminders of the horrors that had once plagued the land. But even as the villagers labored to rebuild their shattered lives, whispers of a new darkness began to stir in the depths of the mountains. Strange omens appeared in the skies, and travelers spoke of sightings of shadowy figures lurking among the crags and valleys. Maya, ever vigilant and attuned to the whispers of the unseen, sensed the growing unrest in the land. With a heavy heart, she knew that the battle against the darkness was far from over, and that the fate of Chandrapur hung in the balance once more. Gathering her companions, Maya set out on a journey to uncover the source of the rising darkness, their path fraught with danger and uncertainty. Along the way, they encountered ancient ruins shrouded in mystery, remnants of a time long forgotten when gods and mortals walked the earth as equals. But it was deep within the heart of the mountains that they found the true source of the darkness, a gateway to the realm of the dead, where the spirits of those slain by Vrishakatu's dark magic lingered, their restless souls trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. Determined to put an end to the suffering of the trapped spirits and free Chandrapur from the grip of darkness once and for all, Maya and her companions embarked on a perilous journey into the realm of the dead. Armed with nothing but their courage and the bonds of friendship that united them, they faced trials and tribulations beyond imagination, confronting their deepest fears and darkest secrets along the way. But even as they neared the gateway that separated the worlds, they were met with resistance from the vengeful spirits that guarded the realm of the dead. In a desperate battle against the forces of darkness, Maya and her companions fought bravely, their spirits undaunted even as the odds stacked against them. As the nights grew longer and the air grew colder, Maya and her companions found themselves locked in a desperate struggle for survival against the darkness that threatened to engulf them. With each passing moment, they drew closer to the truth, until at last they stood face to face with the source of the village's nightmares. But even as they prepared to confront the darkness head-on, Maya knew that the true battle lay not in the physical realm, but in the depths of their own hearts. For only by facing their fears and embracing the light within could they hope to banish the shadows that threatened to consume them. With courage born of desperation and faith in each other, Maya and her companions stood united against the darkness, their hearts ablaze with the fire of hope. As Maya and her companions stood before the gateway to the realm of the dead, they knew that their journey was nearing its end. The air crackled with tension, heavy with the weight of the spirits that lingered just beyond their reach. With each step closer to the threshold between worlds, Maya could feel the pull of destiny growing stronger, drawing her inexorably toward her final sacrifice. With a heavy heart, Maya turned to her companions, her eyes filled with a mixture of determination and sorrow. She knew what must be done, knew that only through her own sacrifice could they hope to free the trapped spirits and banish the darkness that had plagued their village for so long. Taking a deep breath, Maya stepped forward, her hand outstretched toward the gateway that loomed before her like a gaping maw. As she crossed the threshold, a wave of cold washed over her, sending shivers down her spine and chilling her to the bone. Maya pressed on, her resolve unwavering even as the darkness closed in around her. With each step deeper into the realm of the dead, she could feel the weight of the trapped spirits pressing down upon her, their whispers echoing in her ears like a chorus of anguished cries. But Maya did not falter. With a strength born of selflessness and love, she opened herself to the spirits, offering herself as a vessel for their release. And as their essence flowed through her, she felt a peace unlike any she had ever known wash over her, filling her with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. In that moment, Maya understood the true meaning of sacrifice. For it was not the giving up of one's life that defined it, but the willingness to give of oneself completely, to offer everything one had in service of a greater good. As the last of the trapped spirits found release, Maya felt herself growing weaker, her strength fading like a candle in the wind. But even as darkness closed in around her, she knew that her sacrifice had not been in vain. So at the end, it was Maya's unwavering resolve and selflessness that carried them through the darkest of nights, lighting the way to a brighter future for Chandrapur and all who dwelled within its boundaries. And though she would never walk among them again, her spirit would live on in the hearts of those she had saved, a ray of hope in a world still haunted by the shadows of its past. Thanks for watching.